Jimmie Ward won this game for the 49ers. It's hard to say the Niners win this game without Jimmie Ward. In fact, they probably lose this game without Jimmie Ward. The first possession of the game for the Rams, Jimmie Ward intercepted Matthew Stafford. The second possession of the game for the Rams, Jimmie Ward intercepted Matthew Stafford and returned it for a touchdown. Checkmate. That was the game right there. That was the hottest start the Niners have gotten out to since week 1. And it's all they needed. And what was so cool about what Jimmie Ward did was he was setting this up all year. He was playing mind games with Sean McVay, and this started back in August when I interviewed him one-on-one on my YouTube channel. You probably watched it. I asked him a bunch of innocuous questions. He had things he wanted to say, particularly about the Rams. When someone brought up the Rams, I didn't think I brought it up. It was a question from the audience. Jimmie Ward launched into a whole riff. He's like, I don't understand why Sean McVay goes after me constantly. I mean, he should look at me and say, damn, that motherfucker dominated me. He said that on my show. I didn't curse until Jimmy Garoppolo popped that proverbial cherry and said that, talking about himself in the third person, that motherfucker dominated the Rams. And he said, you know, I've been talking a lot of shit all offseason, and I know that Sean McVay is going to target me. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. He baited Sean McVay into targeting him. And not just that, in the same interview, just to make sure that the hook was, planted, or whatever the phrase is, he went after Stafford too. He said, Stafford? Who the hell is Matt Stafford? He never did anything in Detroit. I mean, yeah, Jared Goff, you say what you want about him, but he won a lot of playoff games, and he took this team to the Super Bowl, and yeah, they lost. But what has Stafford ever done, and why is it not his fault? Is it the city of Detroit's fault? Did the Lions not spend enough on players? I mean, they did give him Calvin Johnson. Like, what is Matthew Stafford's excuse? And at the time, people were like, man, that's kind of harsh. Like, Stafford's really good, and he is. But did the Niners not make him look like a freaking chump tonight? I mean, really, the Niners faced Jared Goff week 1, Matthew Stafford tonight. Goff played a lot better than Stafford did. So really, everything Jimmie Ward spoke came into existence. He baited the Rams into targeting him twice, picked him off both times, won the game for the 49ers, called that shit in August. How do you not respect that? Jimmie Ward is the most confident person, not player, most confident person I've ever met. And I would like to be, I want to be just like Jimmie Ward when I grow up, even though I'm a few years older than him, because I haven't grown up yet, and I think he just did. He saved the Niners season. And he did it by talking shit in August. You gotta love that guy. One of the more heroic, epic performances when you know the backstory. He's been calling out the Rams since camp. They heard, they went after him. They're bad. Their mistake. Jimmie Ward, that is next level stuff. Ultimate respect for what you did. You saved the Niners season. That's a captain right there. It wasn't Fred Warner. It wasn't Nick Bosa. It wasn't Eric Armstead. It wasn't freaking Raheem Mostert, George Kittle. No, it was Jimmie Ward who saved the 49ers season. Let the record show that the only reason the Niners have an opportunity to go on a run is because Jimmie Ward psyched out the Rams on my YouTube channel. So I want to take credit for that too. I mean, I did my part. This looked like Niner football, hard-hitting run, the ball down your throat. Yeah, like where the hell was this the last 2 years? You and Ward had a comedy show. I think I got my swagger back. Yeah, the other thing about Ward that I didn't mention, after he did all that, he walks into the post-game press conference and gets to the podium and goes, Grant! Like, I called it in August. I was on your show and said Sean McVay wants to go after me. I'm going to make him pay. Matthew Stafford isn't that good. I called it. He came to the post-game press conference and was like, Grant! And then when he left, he was like, Grant! That was hella cool. Jimmy's my favorite person in the world. Banana Hands definitely got his swagger back. I think I helped, though. Grant, you're almost always right, but can Banana Hands keep this up? Probably not, but with our help, we can put him in the right direction. And he did say the right things after the game. I'm talking about him next. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Grant, you say you're not a Niners fan. Are you Jimmie Ward fan? I am a definite Jimmie Ward fan. I'm about to buy the Jimmie Ward jersey. Yeah. Should Jimmy Garoppolo start the rest of the season after his last 3 performances? And do you think Kyle Shanahan knew what he was doing or got lucky starting Jimmy Garoppolo over Trey Lance? I'm going to talk about Jimmy Garoppolo too. You can't bench Jimmy Garoppolo right now. He's playing the best football of his career. This was the best start of his career. Don't bench him now. And what's so weird about this season, well, I'm going to talk about it in a minute. I'm going to talk about Jimmy. I'm going to talk about him in a minute. I don't want to get there yet. Hold on. Everything in due time. Will this team make the playoffs? I'm not going to say that. I don't want to get ahead. I'm going to talk about that. You're predicting all of my topics. Grant, what do you think of Quan's interception, his buttception, if you will? That was gooch. That was all gooch. And I've never seen a gooch catch like that. He really used his gooch to full effect. It was really, really well executed, gooch-wise. Nathan says, first Niner game, ended up with a win. See, Kyle, what happens when you run the ball? Just keep running the ball 30-plus times, and Debo is a beast. That's my TD Punk. I don't understand how it took Kyle this long to figure out what we all knew about his team, but, he found it, and they're not out of it. They should be 500 again after next week. Grant, John York largely stays out of media spotlight. Do you think he lit a fire under John and Kyle and said, look, you lose, you're fired? Real CEO usually stays quiet, doesn't just show up. It's possible. Jed made the mistake, or whoever in the organization made the mistake of giving this guy, Kyle, a 6-year extension. The first time he got a 6-year contract, he didn't do anything the first 2 years. Now he got a 6-year extension. He didn't do anything the first 2 years. He might need a little urgency. Maybe John York lit the fire. Good call. Can John York come to practice more often? Thank God Kyle didn't get cute with 6 minutes left and just finally ran the ball. Yeah, John York, he really did he was a real MVP of this game. John York getting off his tuchus and coming out to Santa Clara. This team is great when run pass radio is 60-40. Yeah, they should have figured that out a long time ago. We've been trying to tell them, I love your press conference questions, but why is it that no player or coach actually answer your questions? Because they're direct questions, and football players don't answer those usually. You can say you are a Niners fan, but you are a Jimmie Ward fan. Niners will jump Minnesota and Atlanta. Wire reporters asking about 2019. It's annoying. I know it's a bad call. And Kyle, to his credit, took a question like that and was like, I don't want to talk about 2019, but I understand why you're saying that. And don't talk about 2019. This is 2021, and you're 4-5, and you're not even 500 yet. So this is a good step, but you got a long way to go, man. Jimmie Ward is a leader the Niners need. Yes. He's been here since the end of Harbaugh. He's the Niner for life, just like Staley. Yes! That's a great call. Jimmie Ward ascended into the leader of this team, right? The 2019 leader was Buckner and Sherman. The 2020 leader was Fred Warner. The 2021 Niners had no leader until tonight, and it became Jimmie Ward. You love to see it. You love to see it. Any Jalen Moore update? No. We'll find out more tomorrow. He'll have an MRI most likely. Please use the tip money from this stream to buy a Jimmie Ward jersey and wear it to the next game. Okay. Eating crow thanks to Jimmie Ward. Dude, kill the Rams. I didn't think he was that good. I was wrong. Great win, Niners. Kyle, run the damn ball. Yeah. It's great. It's amazing what happens when quality control comes together and helps Kyle.